Okay, I've come on live. I'm not expecting anybody to come on at the moment, but if they do, that's fine. But I'm doing this video live. I think it might be an easy, quick way to do it. So I've come on to show you a new video on how to crochet with a latch hook and how to teach a beginner child how to do it. Often this might be done by the teacher in school, so you might have a group of children around you, so we can say that might be happening in this case, but hopefully you get some ideas on how you can do this. Now I've got a slip knot on here to start with. I'm not going to show you how to do that, but I would say to you that your child has to put their busy finger on the loop to stop it from going backwards and forwards. Okay, so this is the busy finger. We point with it and we control the loop on the hook. That's the first thing they need to know. And then we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to take the hook, then we're going to take the loop from a busy finger with pincer fingers. I say pincer fingers like this. So pincer fingers, and pull the yarn over the end, the hook loop over the end, and bring it back to your busy finger like that. So it's yarn over, pincer fingers, and back to your busy finger. Now what I did with the brownie group was I had a whole lot of children around me, so I had one child I was teaching on my right, and what I said to them all before we even started was to repeat this rhyme after me. Yarn over, pincer fingers, and back to your busy finger. I know one of the group joined me at my class on the Saturday and she said, I've still got that rhyme in my head. Yarn over, pincer fingers, and back to your busy finger. And so that wants to go through the child's head all the time while they're doing this. So it's make sure they've got the busy finger on the loop, and it's yarn over, pincer fingers, there, pull it over the end and bring it back to your busy finger. Now I would say to them at this point, you don't do any pushing. The latch will close on its own and it will also open on its own. So we need to watch this latch as I yarn over, and when I pull, just pull it from here, you can see the latch closes on its own. You bring it round the end, and then when you pull it back, the latch is opening on its own as well. So you need to point out that to the children as you're doing it. So it's yarn over, pincer fingers, round the end, keep it there, don't pull it like this. Don't pull it there or else it'll get too big. So you have to keep it close to the hook. Busy finger's not doing its job. Now, okay, yarn over, pincer fingers, and back to your busy finger. Yarn over, pincer fingers, and back to your busy finger. Get the children to go like this to start with. It's like a crab, pincer fingers. You're going to use your pincer fingers to take hold of that loop on the hook and pull. When you pull, the latch closes on its own, and I forgot to yarn over, but that often happens. So if it does, look, tell the children just to make that loop a little bit bigger so you can put the hook back on again. And then your busy finger has to make sure that you've got your loop on the hook there, in control, so it's not going all over. And then you yarn over, pincer fingers, and back to your busy finger. Now there's one more thing that I tell them to do, and that is, I call this bit here, the gap. And I've opened the gap, and then you can close the gap. Open the gap and close the gap. And they need to know about the gap, because if they're working with the gap open, the yarn can go in the gap. So close the gap. I'm always saying when they start, close the gap. That means make your finger close to the latch. Doesn't need to push it, but it needs to be close to it there. So it's yarn over. See what would happen? It would go there if you've got a gap. And I call that the gap. We need to use that later on to do the Boolean stitch, where we actually use the gap to put all the yarn overs in, but that's for another day. So that's how, I'm going to stop there, but that is how I teach a group of children how to start doing latch hook crochet. So hopefully this will now go out. It will be my next video and we'll be able to use it to teach with. So bye for now, and thank you for watching, and anybody else who might have joined me today, that was great. Okay, bye.